Thank you all so much for coming, and thank you for organising and for inviting me. It's a really great pleasure to be here and celebrating the European Festival with you all. As I'm sure all of you know, travelling and mobility comes with many benefits and also with some problems. One of them is an increasingly difficult response to the question, where are you from? Roaming. Where are you from? From nowhere. I'm from nowhere. I fell down when the pinnacle of the TV tower pierced a grey cloud and unfolded on the bony grounds, unfolded over 2 snails and a plastic film. From the street crossing the forest, I ran away, mouth full of wide bare leek, feet furry in moss-green pools, margins so damp, so wound, I jumped over the crying sirens into rubber gloves. From the volcanic earth, I ate truffle and mussels and the rim of champagne and lava bread, toast blackened in the richness, how my liver bubbled in the heat. From the tiny blood seed that travels through arteries, that travels through vessels, that travels through fat cells, that clings onto water that enters the plumbing. From the bar where I had 3 gins and whiskey and vodka, everything, careful not to step into any stereotypes here, to drink myself into global anesthesia. From other places which I left behind now, to pet sculpted trees and pretend I speak, don't speak, listen to everything, pretend we all laugh and laugh and laugh all the same, pretend we all don't do it similarly, differently. Holy fuck, does it really matter? So another issue of mobility is a feeling of homesickness. And there's a specific kind of homesickness where the home that one misses is the sea. Meer wie. Come, let's have a pint of Brackwasser, cobblestone down the water road. Watch our breaths mingle at the draught of Frisian wood. Let's link fingernails, pretend that your bra clasp isn't clutching at your spine. We can talk books if you like, or how the weather acts weirdly. We can laugh. We can skip things we don't talk about. I'll pay for your second pint, don't worry. Before our eyes darken, we leave. Walk up the heads of cats, stop when polish finds scummy lines. Do you think sometimes you say, let's go back? Postcards. Scent of fresh blue-green baked bread at 6 a.m. Tuesday, ebb and flood swans. Eggs on toast soaked coffee steam mixing with arpeggios of waves. Almost rainwater falling down in threads frail as fairy wings. Blackberry flecked pavement down the dike, onions skin thin, dew on spider webs, dissecting toothed leaves underneath. Shrimp boat westward, dreadnoughts like crossbarred arms, diesel fume into the pale cloud continent, too early for makeup. Toes in between unironed sun flats, hugging beshelled seaweed, salt under the nails, toothpaste between metal braces. Sandbank, distant sound of sand grains whirling up, freckled seal face dipping into floods, latte macchiato fur. Windmills, idly spinning, ghost notes in the morning breeze. So the last poem is slightly different, and it echoes some of the thoughts and concerns around the question, where are you from? And the question, what a home is, and some concerns around an exclusive home which might be protected by borders. So this is really a kind of media-inspired round poem. I actually wanted to be a singer, writer, painter, journalist, actor, but I thought it was too insecure. Or fierce first. All this talk about security. Being secure, belonging somewhere in the middle, being mainstream alternative, being naturally against climate change, not to an extent it actually means cutting down meat or diesel, or cancelling the surfing trip to California, or not joining in with the popular bashing of veganism doesn't change anything. And anyway, I only eat a little meat once a month on Sundays from a butcher's next door, and I do know where my donor comes from. And what's next then? You want me to feel bad about dairy, chicken, pigs, plastic, clothes, women? And what about children in Africa? Do we help them too? Well, can't help everyone. I have no reason to feel bad. Darwin already said, every time I go shopping, I give money to the accordion guy. I'm not saying things shouldn't be more equal, I'm not. But nowadays, you can't say anything out loud anymore without being called racist, egomaniac, or anti-feminist by those Linksversifften Gutmenschen protesting at every corner for ecological justice, equal payment, Earth Day, and what have you. I always separate my rubbish. There are even companies that don't have enough men now, did you know? All I'm saying is, not everyone can live here, that's simply impossible. What about us, what about our lives? Excuse me for wanting a secure job and children, a house and health insurance. A nice and easy text declaration form at the end, that's not too much to ask considering my CV and everything. Fighting for ideals is really out. Better be flexible and not too vocal. Pick a proper job from the careers guide, always brush your teeth with fluoride. Remember to carry 2 euros with you, one for the trolley, one for the homeless. Stay away from lists other than the Einwohnermelderegister and the vaccination record and the flight check-in list. Follow the Facebook algorithm individually. In times like these, you need to look after your own fence before helping others. Brotherhood. Life is not easy between Monday and Friday, between low-fat flat white in the morning and Merlot in the afternoon, between AfD and CDU or whatever Mars Big B wears in your country, to feign with freedom, free choice, freie Fahrt für freie Bürgerinnen, dig out archetypical pairs first. Tell us gender inclusivity disrupts the status quo and doesn't change anything. There is no fashion without Heidi, no taste without steak, no fun without flags, no Netflix without coal, no cars without global warming. Heimat, Werte, Rinderbraten, security, the new sexy. Thank you very much for listening.